It is well, it was sunny, but we'll go with it. A sunny Saturday afternoon. Food delivery apps are quiet, even at weekends when the weather's decent. So I thought, you know what, it's been a little while since we did some parcel delivery with the old Amazon Flex. So that's what we're doing. I picked myself up a 3-hour block. I've just been to the depot and I've got all my parcels. Well, they're just the envelopes and book folders. We've got some bigger boxes in the back, but not too many. I think I've got 29 parcels to deliver over just 17 stops. And actually I was given a 2-hour cage of parcels. So in theory, this is going to be another good one where, no, in theory, not Siri, God's sake. Yeah, in theory, this is going to be another good one where we finish nice and early and we make some solid profit. Ah, crapperoo. Forgot to reset my mileage counter. We'll just add a couple of miles to whatever we end on. But yeah, by the looks of the route, we are delivering in the Honiton area, which isn't too far from Exeter. About, what have we got on the Apple map? 16 miles from here. So it's not the closest route to the depot, but it isn't too far either. We're looking to get in front of this very respectfully driving BMW, going 20 miles an hour under the limit. What's going on? So before we get to our first delivery, I want to just run down my car's service that I had done a few days ago. So I had a major service booked in, which is like the top service you can get done. They look at pretty much every single part of your car, and they obviously do all the normal stuff as well, like your oil and filters and all that kind of servicey stuff they do anyway. But the whole point of me getting it was I just wanted to fully renew this car. I wanted them to look at everything, tell me what needed doing to get this car back to as close to how I bought it as possible. Car needed like 12 separate repair jobs done to it. There was like suspension, air conditioning, spark plugs, what else was there? I can't even remember, right? There was some expensive stuff, some cheap stuff, but not including the cost of the service itself. I had to fork over at £1,200 to get every single repair they recommended done to this car, which stung a lot, but putting it into perspective, this thing has done probably 25,000 miles in the last year or so. But yeah, a lot of money. And yeah, the cost was steep. I probably could have, you know, saved a couple £100 by shopping around, go to different garages for quotes. But the thing is, when you do this job a lot, is that you end up losing the same amount of money that you'd save or more by spending that extra time trying to find a better deal, losing all that time you could be working. So sometimes you just go, you know what, for all the work that needs doing, a whole new suspension system plus like 10 or 11 minor fixes and tweaks here and there, just get it in, get it done, get back on the road. But I will say, the car feels so much nicer now. Everything's smoother, the engine's quieter, my steering wheel isn't like halfway to the left when I'm driving in a straight line, my exhaust doesn't rattle anymore, at least nowhere near as badly. I think that exhaust pipe needs to go, to be honest. It's been cut open and re-welded like 3 times since I had that exhaust put on. Anyway, I digress. We are approaching our first drop and it's looking like we're in quite a pretty area, so at least that's something. It's always a little bit more relaxing than delivering in a concrete jungle where you can't park anywhere. Just gotta hope the roads are gonna treat my nice new refreshed car with some respect. If there are any bumpy lanes or anything, I will be crawling down them at 2 miles an hour. I don't care. Right, we're going left. This is going to be telling now. What kind of road are we going on to? Not too bad. Not too bad. We're definitely going to a farm, aren't we? Okay, maybe I was wrong. This is a little bit sketchy. I know in theory if I've got a whole new suspension, then I shouldn't really need to worry too much about minor bumps and stuff. You know, I should be well equipped now to handle them, but oh, you just never know, do you? And when you've dropped that much money on getting your car all renewed and working nicely again, maybe I should have thought twice about doing a logistics block. It's fine. We'll take it easy. We'll take it very, very easy. But yeah, looks nice wherever we are. Finally got out. It took me ages to find that. I don't think this is right. There's names of houses on there, and this just says the farm name. Hello, I'm looking for Courtmore Farm. Yeah. Is this the right place? Yeah, Courtmore Farm. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. With that one delivered, we are now driving 4.3 miles to drop number 2, and then a lot of them are quite close, but I think we're going pretty rural now, which is gonna certainly put my service to the test, but yeah, that's fine. Do it for the content. Do it for the content. I maybe would have appreciated like a town route for my first route after over £1,000's worth of repair work to the car, but I don't think I'll ever learn. I think once I've done the first few drops, you know, you get into a flow state and you just nail them out. You don't think about what roads you're driving on, you just follow, deliver, get it done. And seeing as this was a 2-hour cage, shouldn't have to do it for too long, so I'm gonna keep thinking positive. Where are we headed? God. Not as smooth as I'd like. My poor little Micra. Problem is, it's the perfect size for this job, right? The smaller the car, the better, in terms of getting through tight gaps and parking and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, a Nissan Micra is kind of built for city and town driving, not really built for the countryside. It can handle it if you drive it carefully, but sometimes there's only so careful you can be, and you just get taken down some impossible roads sometimes that you just know are gonna have an impact on your car, and there's not really anything you can do about it. If you plan to continue doing Amazon Flex, you've just got to take it. You need to be putting money aside every time you get paid to go towards maintenance costs. On the plus side, it's a lot easier doing these kind of routes during the summer when there's lots of light. It doesn't get dark till like 10 in the evening. So even the evening shifts, you're doing the whole thing in daylight. The last thing you want is to be breaking down on a road like this in pitch black darkness, in the rain, in the cold. It's not my idea of a good time. Okie dokie. Slowly does it. Slowly does it. Oh, it's the heaviest one. We're well out of sight of any roads, so that's absolutely fine. And my God, that was heavy. That's the heaviest box I've delivered. Right, I've just turned the car around, and next drop is just around the corner. Come back out of the way we came in, and we're just carrying on that road instead. Property doesn't look to be very close to the road. That's my only slight worry, but we will keep an eye out on all of the signs for the houses. There should be one just down here. I ain't driving down there, and that's exactly where I need to go. I'm not driving down that. I can't imagine there's too much traffic on this road. We should be all right there. And look, I'm sure the car would be all right down here, but I'm too paranoid. It's more that corner. I mean, yeah, it'll probably be fine, but better to be safe than sorry. In the letterbox. I mean, they've obviously got a normal car down here, so maybe I had nothing to worry about, but yeah, I just get so paranoid on these kind of roads. All right, so that's 3 down. We've only got 17 stops, I think that's what it was. This is gonna be number 4, so that's like a quarter of the route done already. So even if it does carry on all like this, it's not too bad. I can't, I'm not gonna risk it down really bumpy roads or like driveways when I could just walk it. Not when my car's just been repaired. It would just scar me if I were to knock an exhaust pipe again or something like that. Gotta love the countryside, man. Unsuitable for motor vehicles. Well, I hope we're not going down there in a minute. Is this the front door? Damn. That is one old house. It's cool though, I like it. So yeah, it does look like we're luckily going back the way we came. I just need to spin the car around. I guess we'll try and get in here and do it. These routes don't half test your ability as a driver, let me tell you that. Right, back the way we came. Thank God we're not going down there. It would not be the first time Amazon have sent me down somewhere that a car just simply can't go. I'm not talking about roads like this where you'd kind of rather not have to, but they are drivable. I'm talking like 2 dirt tracks. It was for tractors. It was a path for tractors to get through to somewhere, and the Amazon app was routing me down it to get to this property, and the way I had to go in the end added about 5 or 6 miles to actually go on normal, well, I say normal, drivable roads for a car to get there. So I do not trust Amazon navigation at all, hence why I'm using Apple Maps. Normally Apple Maps doesn't take you down those same kind of lanes, but then again the data on these kind of roads is iffy at best. But I will say, from the countryside routes I've had before, so far this one isn't the worst. Let's just hope it stays like this. At least I'm driving on tarmac, and it's a nice day, so it could be worse. It could be worse. And oh guys, I'm so sorry. It's the same guys that moved out the way from me a minute ago. Say thank you to them again. I wonder if they figured out that I'm a delivery driver yet. I hope so. They might think I'm up to no good, especially if they've seen a giant GoPro on my forehead. They might think I'm in the countryside for something else. All right, so we're up here and then down a driveway by the looks of it. No need to go down the driveway, I was coming straight past the property anyway. Sometimes Apple Maps does that. It doesn't let you take a picture when you do multiple orders at the same time, and I want a picture. I don't want any more DNRs going on my account for no good reason. Oh, that one went through without a picture. Okie dokie. All right, thank you. I think I'm going the right way. I think it's down here. Goodness me, goodness me. And what do you know? All of a sudden, I've realised that I've been here before. It's mad, isn't it? You can be in the middle of nowhere and then all of a sudden you see somewhere that you recognise. Grab a snap. Lovely jubbly. Oh, I guess I should knock. I sometimes forget to knock and I just assume people are going to have their phones on them and they'll get the notification. I should know better. Always polite to knock. 2 minutes to our next stop. I'm just going to have a look actually at how many stops I've got left. I've just had a look on the Amazon app. We've done 6 drops, so 11 to go. And yeah, things are going pretty smoothly now. I think, I haven't looked at the map, I'll take a look at the map in a minute. The route map, because I think all of these deliveries now are pretty close. Like they're all just in this general area. There's going to be no more like main roads or travelling to other areas now. Doesn't like that one, why isn't that scanning? Oh, what's going on here? What is going on here? Right, well it looks like our next drop is also here because there's a parcel there that I thought was for this, but it wasn't scanning, so I found a third one. Which is ideal, to be honest. That's one less stop we've got to do. That's why this one is a password drop. Now we've just got to hope the customer's in. Open door. Seems like it. Please be in. Please be in. Nothing yet. Try giving the customer a ring.
Wait while we transfer you to the customer.
No answer from the customer. Let's give them a quick message. If he's happy to give me the password in a message, I'm more than happy to leave it there. Otherwise, looks like we've got our first return of the block. Obviously, the other two, I'm gonna have to figure out which two we can leave. These two are fine. Yeah, no shebang. Going back to the depot. Unable to deliver. Customer unavailable. Swipe. At least she's got 2 out of her 3 parcels. Well, can't say we didn't try. We phoned the customer, texted the customer, waited a couple of minutes to see if there was a reply. Nothing I can do with a password delivery. Obviously can't leave it, so back to the depot that one goes. And we move on. We are driving a mile now to the next drop, but we're going, I think, to a different named village. We're now going to Stockland, slightly more built up, and I think I've got a few deliveries here, so hopefully these last few ones are done pretty quick.
Hello.
Hello, all right.
Oh, lovely, thanks very much.
That's all right.
Thank you.
And that one as well.
There we go, still on there. Lovely.
Thanks a lot. Can't hear anything in the house. I think we'll leave this one around the corner. Garden. For anyone wondering, it's absolutely fine to leave packages in safe places as long as the app gives you the option to. So obviously when you order something you can say no to the driver leaving it, in which case we don't get the options. But if the options are there, you can leave it in any listed location. Just make sure you get a good picture of it. You shouldn't have any problems. Yeah, I think we're like 2/3 of the way through this route now. It's been all right. I got a little bit worried at the beginning, judging some of those narrow lanes weren't the nicest, but it's been all right. And what a nice day to be out delivering. Oh, I can't just leave it like that and say letterbox, can I? Hello. Hello there, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just delivering a poly bag now. Honestly, what a lovely place. Look at these houses. Birds are singing, sunshine is out. There's a lovely breeze. Now, the customer's put letterbox. I'm not so sure that's going to happen. Oh, I'm an idiot. Still, I'm not sure if that will get in. Let's just see if they're in. Hello, all right. Thank you very much. Cheers. Yeah, all right.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Yeah, some of these houses are nice. I think we are leaving Stockland now, but we're not going too far. Less than a mile up here. Our first stop of 4 left. So yeah, the middle part of this route's gone actually very fast, and it's 4:10, so we're not going to be finishing too far after that 2-hour mark that I thought we would be finishing at. Looks like you've now got to take pictures of some parcels, even if you say you're handing it to them. And this door looks like it opens outwards, so let's just see if they're in first. All right, I've waited long enough. I got the photo anyway. So I got it slightly wrong. That one was 5 remaining, so we're now on to 4 remaining. And it's 4 drops. One of them's got 3 locations, but normally they just mean like next door neighbours. So for all intents and purposes, we are very close to the end of the block now. So coming up to another farm drop. And these are always the ones with the dodgy roads and the dodgy tracks going down to the farm. Let's have a look. What are we in for? Nope, perfectly fine. Oh God. Customer came out to grab his parcel in the end. Yeah, on to the final 3 stops. And this next one is the one with a few parcels across some different locations. So get this one out of the way and then 2 easy ones left. The only downside again is that return we're gonna have to make. And it looks like we're gonna be delivering the last parcel at around 4:30, which will be the 2-hour mark. But again, it's a 3-hour route, so I won't be complaining that we need to go back to the depot. A little collection of cottages has a courier delivery area, so I can just leave them all there. And I've double checked on the instructions and they all say that's fine to do. This is handy though. Job done. Right, 2 drops left. And what we can do now, we'll just chuck these last ones on the front seat. Put the seats back up. Hello mate, all right. Leave that with you?
Yeah, that's it.
Nice one.
Thanks for that, mate.
Cheers mate. Right then, and that one dropped off down another lovely road, I must say. Not. We are 4 minutes from our final drop. And all in all, the route's not been too bad. The odd unpleasant road here and there, but nothing that just careful, slow driving can't deal with. And let's be honest, on a nice day like this, sometimes it's nice to slow down and just appreciate where you are. Any attention from these dudes? Nah. Have them a dinner, mate. Leave me alone. Let's get ourselves back onto the main road. I say main road, the smooth road. 2 minutes from the last drop. And we can make our way back to the depot to drop that bad boy off. And yeah, once I've dropped it back, I'll just do my outro in the car park and we'll run down the numbers and see what I've made from my return to Amazon Flex. This is the thing with Exeter logistics. You've got to be prepared for these routes because easily 50% of your routes are going to be countryside, farms, roads like this. And obviously you've got no way of knowing what you're going to get. And it's annoying, it's a coin flip, because I do prefer, as much as I like these in their own way, I do prefer just going to a small town and delivering to just loads of houses within a couple of housing estates. And that's the whole route. It's boring, but it's easy. And I think Amazon know if they gave people the choice, these kind of routes would probably never get picked up. So, and the thing is, most of the time, right, you do these routes. Yeah, they can be a bit annoying, but you get to the last drop and you think, it actually wasn't that bad. Speaking of the last drop, here we are. This customer has said we can leave it by the 5-bar wood gate. Aha, there you are. Thank you very much, sir.
It's a pleasure. Nice to see you.
And you have a good day. Cheers. We're done. You have items to return from today's route. 26 minutes, 19 miles away. I've now got to drive 26 minutes away from where I live. Slightly annoying, but let me go get that done and I'll see you in the car park. All right, we're done. Drive back was pretty quick actually, so it wasn't too bad in the end. Got back in about 20 minutes. We ended up finishing at 5:15, so that puts us on 2.75 hours altogether. I don't even think I mentioned the pay for this block at the start of the video, so that's my bad, but £52.50 was the pay for the block. We did 47.4 miles, and that cost me £7.44, £1.38 on insurance at my 50p an hour rate. Net profit 43.69, which gives us £15.89 an hour. Can't argue with that. I mean, the route wasn't amazing. It was a 6, 7 out of 10 on the difficulty scale in terms of like the roads we were on, but again, you've got to look at the positives with those routes. Parking and fines and stuff like that aren't really an issue. It's just you've got to look after your car on those kind of roads. But yeah, £15.89 an hour after expenses. Not too bad. I think we'll get back into doing more of these logistics blocks because they're not all that, and sometimes you get taken to some nice seaside towns around Devon, and I like getting out and seeing places I haven't been to, especially when it comes to filming content, so I'm going to give more of these blocks a go. Ultimately, if I get a crap route that isn't interesting, I just won't film it, but I think they're pretty good for me to do anyway, considering that ultimately the hourly rate pretty much always works out to more than I make doing food delivery. So if I just bring my camera down and if I go to a nice place, film it, seems worth it to me. If you enjoy these Amazon logistics videos, let me know in the comments below, because if enough of you really like these, I'll mix them in a bit more often in with the usual food delivery and Morrison stuff, because I certainly do enjoy it as much as this is the kind of gig job that raises my anxiety levels the most. When it comes down to it, I do enjoy it. I like not having to constantly go pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off. I just like picking up everything and then just driving around for a few hours doing the drops, and it doesn't pay too badly either. Still getting over my £1,200 repairs bill, but at least this goes some way to helping me recover those losses. If you're a new subscriber to the channel as well, hello, good to have you with me, and if you're not subscribed yet, feel free to click the subscribe button below. It helps a lot. I don't like to badger on about subscribing that much, but every now and then I just sort of throw it out there. You can do that if you want. Yeah, successful shift. Thanks for joining me as always, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.